I sit in the half-light of my apartment, the waning sun casting long fingers of shadows through the blinds. My heart feels as damp and cold as the space around me. It's been months now since Jane left. Just like that, nearly a decade unraveled, leaving nothing but the echo of her keys dropped with a final clink and a whispered, "I'm sorry." The silence that follows heartbreak isn't a void, it's a cacophony. Her absence hits like a tidal roar in the dead of night, drowning out the everyday sounds that once lulled me into a sense of security. I've been wandering in this life that feels bigger than I am, stumbling across the chilly emptiness she left behind. Each morning, I shuffle through the motions, but there's a void inside me, a deepening chasm that swallows light and breath. I remember when I first betrayed her trust. It was a thoughtless moment of weakness, the text message I shouldn't have sent. Jane knew. Her eyes held the hurt like thunderclouds, hoping but not believing in my excuses. She forgave me once, but I couldn't forgive myself, and that poisoned every attempt I made to bridge the growing distance. One day, while rooting through the mess of papers on my desk, a scrap note surfaces, a verse her grandmother had written to us on our wedding day, Psalm 23. Back then, I had laughed, rolled my eyes at the simplicity of it. Sheep and shepherds felt like stories from a distant past, far removed from my world of sirens and city lights. But here I am, floundering, as lost as a lamb without its shepherd. It echoes in my mind now, the idea that there exists a guide through this shadowed valley. I grab my coat and step out into the city's chaos, hoping movement will fill this aching void. By instinct, I find myself winding through narrow lanes, towards the edges of the city where the fields carry whispers of the countryside. The noise of traffic fades behind me, replaced by the creaking of branches swayed by the wind. The memories cup my ears now, the laughter in shared meals and whispered dreams shared in the dark. I sink onto a bench that overlooks a small park. Stray dogs chase each other in clumsy arcs, as innocent and unaware as sheep. They remind me of simpler times, when my worries fit squarely into the palm of my hand, easily solved. I close my eyes and feel the world around me hum with its everlasting rhythm, the rustling leaves, the crescendo of distant traffic, the laughter of children playing. It's unnervingly peaceful. In this fragile silence, I feel a shift. A nudge in my soul that I can't quite name yet. It's a presence, almost like a hand on my shoulder, whispering through the silence, nudging me to trust a path that I can't see, to surrender my fears to something greater than myself. The idea of a guide, a shepherd, watching over me feels unbelievably comforting, albeit frightening in its surrender. Days pass, and I begin to step out more, each time venturing further into this uncharted path of reconciliation with my past and myself. It's a halting journey, like a fawn testing unsteady legs. I visit the park often, now making it a ritual to sit with my thoughts in a place where the concrete yields to soft earth. With each visit, I let myself contemplate the shepherd's role, to lead, to protect, to find the lost and bring them home. I see parallels in my life, how I've strayed, obscured my own worth beneath layers of regret. Perhaps, in learning to forgive myself and adopting the shepherd's calming patience, I too can come home, home to myself or, one day, to her. I realize the change isn't an earth-shattering revelation, but a subtle shift, like the slow return of spring. The heaviness, once a straitjacket, now feels lighter, almost buoyant. I am not alone, I realize. I might not have Jane walking beside me, but the shepherd's presence stays, urging me to move forward, step by hesitant step. One evening, as twilight bathes the world in shades of indigo, I find myself back at the park's edge. I stand at the fence, my breath mingling with the cooling air, and pull out my phone. My fingers dance over the keyboard, typing a message to Jane I'll never send. I wish I could tell her this. I'm learning. I'm learning to walk through this valley without fearing its shadows, to embrace the quiet strength found in trusting the unseen hands guiding me. As the stars blink into existence above, the world transforms yet again in its quiet, reliable way. I feel a weight peel away from my chest. A moment of grace unearned but so deeply felt. The shepherd leads, and for the first time since Jane left, I let myself be led, not to the past or regrets, but onwards, towards a future I've only begun to glimpse.